What are the causes of ADHD? As a parent, the foremost concern on finding your child with ADHD symptoms is to go on a guilt trip. Where did I go wrong? But take heart. The genesis of ADHD in your child is hardly a comment on your parenting skills or child rearing ability. Parenting may not be the real culprit in causing such disorders, as there are several factors that trigger ADHD, though it is difficult to pinpoint any one specific reason. Apart from genetic factors, environmental and dietary causes could be responsible for the disorder. The primary triggers for ADHD can be broadly classified into the following categories. It's in the genes. Like several other behavioral disorders, the genes can also be blamed for the development of ADHD in the child. If there is a family history of ADHD, say a grandparent, parent, sibling, uncle, or aunt has been afflicted by the disorder, there is a 4 to 5 times greater chance for a child to contract it. Another genetic factor that can be responsible for ADHD is a thinner brain tissue in the brain part linked to attention faculties. This cause can, however, disappear over the years if the brain tissues grow to have a normal thickness. Research shows that the growth of brain tissues in children with ADHD is around 3 years behind that of non-ADHD kids, but they can outgrow this handicap over the years. Diet does it? There are as many theories about the role of food in such behavioral disorders as there are kinds of symptoms. Some specialists hold food additives responsible for triggering ADHD, some blame it on the lack of omega-3 fatty acids, while others feel that this condition is caused by refined sugar. While the link between ADHD and refined sugar has not been strongly substantiated, the role of omega-3 fatty acids has a more solid backing as these are considered important for the growth of the brain. That is the reason that fish oil supplements are sometimes prescribed to cure ADHD symptoms and boost brain power. Environment explains it. Children whose mothers consume cigarettes, alcohol, or consume various drugs during pregnancy have a higher susceptibility to developing ADHD. Nicotine contained in cigarettes is said to cause a deficiency of oxygen in the womb. Even exposure to lead is considered to heighten the risk of acquiring the disorder. Environmental toxins like lead, usually contained in building paints, are believed to be a trigger. People who reside in old construction that has used old lead-based paint may thus be at a higher risk of contracting symptoms of ADHD. Blame it on the brain. Certain malfunctions or malformations of the brain are believed to trigger symptoms of ADHD. For instance, an abnormality in the prefrontal cortex that plays a role in controlling executive functions can lead to this disorder. The executive functions enable a person to exercise self-restraint. If the executive functions of the brain are affected, it is likely to manifest itself in the symptoms of ADHD like hyperactivity, impulsiveness, and inattention. Studies have also indicated a connection between dopamine levels in the brain and the development of ADHD, with its incidence being found to be higher in people with smaller levels of dopamine.